Hello there everyone, this is Howie from epokervideo.com. I'm just in a satellite qualifier tournament on Full Tilt Poker for the FTOPS main event, which is a $500 buy-in tournament. The tournament that I'm in was a rebuy, $20 rebuy tournament. I'm in for $60. I did one rebuy at the beginning and then I did the add-on during the break. So I'm in for $60. There's 20 players to start. We're down to the final 8. There wasn't enough rebuys or add-ons to add a second entry, but I think the top 4 do get paid in this tournament with, let's just bring up the lobby here and have a look. So yeah, there's 20 players to start, down to 8, 17 rebuys, 10 add-ons, and the top 4 will get some money. But obviously we're going to be shooting for the entry to the main event. You just saw me fold ace jack there under the gun. Again, because I didn't play with all these players at the at my other table before we got to the main table, I really want to kind of feel out these players. The final table just started. I want to kind of get an idea of who's going to be the more aggressive players and stuff. So I'll basically be pausing and unpausing the video as hands develop. Alright, so here we have an early position raise and a shove by the short stack. Pretty much guaranteed to get called by the big stack as he's pretty much pot committed there with the pot odds. And King 9 suited loses to Ace Queen, and we are down to 7 players. Alright, so we have another all-in by another short stack with Ace Queen against 7s, classic race. 7 flop to set, and we're now down to 6 players. Alright, so here we have a early position aggressive player raising and the short stack shoving. So obviously this player is going to be calling with any 2. So we have King 10 against Ace King. And Ace King holds up, so one of the short stacks doubles through. So just to give you an update, we've gone through a couple of rotations. I've already picked up that Ryan and the Shark Ergi 2000 or Erger 2000, the 2 aggressive players. Talisman, Don Hank, and Kennel are all very tight. As you can see, Ryan's just ultra aggressive with a chip lead, which is obviously the way you want to play it. So I'm hoping. Okay, so here we happen to get dealt a pretty big hand. I'm hoping to focus my stealing on these 2 players because they're kind of in the position. We're gonna have to make it more than that. Because there's a limper, I want to do a pretty decent raise here. So we got the big stacks out, which is nice. And this player limp pushed, which is kind of scary. I hope he has Ace King, but it is conceivable that he has me beat here. But again, fetch $500 pot, and I have to call 1500. So, and he limp pushed with Ace 10, which is kind of weird, but hopefully should work out for us. All right, so the board bricked off, and we knocked out a player. We are now second in chips with 5 players left. Here, everyone folded to the small, who's a short stack, who limped in. We're going to take a flop with this hand and just kind of feel it out. Obviously, he checked, so we're going to do about a 3/4 the size of the pot bet. I don't think he'd be check raising there without, or at all. He would definitely lead that flop if he got a piece. So we just took initiative and took it down. Alright, so we're on the puck here. Obviously a really good starting hand. Ace King 5-handed is huge. The big blinds got a decent stack. So we're going to raise it up. And I think we're going to call a shove here. Because of our position, it looks like we're on a steal here. So you definitely could be making that move with a smaller hand than this. And again, this is going to be the determinants between kind of bubbling and possibly winning. So, and he's got pocket 3, so we're in a race. It's kind of bad. We basically need a deuce here. And he hit quads on us, which kind of sucks, but what you gonna do? And so now we're second short stack. Still another short stack player also. We have less than 10 big blinds, but with Ryan having such a big range and such a big stack, I want to wait for a slightly better hand than that to push. So this could be our last hand. Pocket tens in the small blind. Um, it's folded around to us. We have obviously way less than 10 big blinds, so we're going to put it all in here. It's a pretty tight big blind, so they're probably not going to call unless they have a decent hand. I'd say we're probably 80%, 85% to steal there, and we were successful. Here we have a weak ace. We're obviously going to fold now. It would be marginal. I probably would have shoved there if the talisman hadn't pushed. We'll see if he calls here. No. Alright, we are in a situation. Ryan's raised with to 1500, and our hand is far above what his opening range would be. So we're going to stick it in. Kind of at a point in the tournament. That's a pretty bad flop, bad turn, and we're out. But we're basically at the tournament where we have to, if we're really trying to win the tournament and win that seat, we have to get in a couple 60-40s or situations when, we can probably get it in as a favorite, but we're not going to be a huge favorite. And that was an example of one of those. I know his range is going to be really big, suited connectors and two-face cards, and we could definitely have a better ace than him. So unfortunately we lost a race there, and then we lost a hand when we were supposed 60% favored or so. And we ended up bubbling there, not making any money, but that's alright, because that's kind of what happens in these things. Anytime you have 20 players, and it's a winner-take-all type thing, even if you're really, really good, you maybe have, 1 in 10 shot or 1 in 8 shot versus just some average players. So we ended up finishing 5th. A little unfortunate, but we'll give it a try again soon. This has been Howie for ePoker Video. If you have any questions about this video or any of the other videos, go to the website, epokervideo.com, and go to the members forum and post your questions there, and I will be reading them and responding. You have a great day. Take care. Peace.